I'm Amanda Schuring, and for my lesson, it's a vocabulary builder, and it's for either younger grades, so preschool, kindergarten, maybe first grade, or early proficient ELL learners. And today we're doing classroom vocabulary. They've already learned the vocabulary. Today is just we're gonna make a story from it, and they've already used the app and everything, so. Okay, we've been working with classroom vocabulary a lot. And I know that some of the words are getting tricky, so let's go back over a couple of the words that we've been having a little bit of trouble with, like pencil sharpener. I remember we talked about pencil sharpener yesterday. What does a pencil sharpener do? Mariah?
Makes our pencils pointy so that we can write with them.
Yeah. And where in the classroom do you usually find a pencil sharpener? Where would you find your pencil sharpener?
On the chalkboard.
Is it on the chalkboard?
No.
Where do you usually find a pencil sharpener?
By the teacher's desk, by the garbage.
Yeah. In our classroom, where's that in our classroom? Where's that here?
Right there.
Oh.
Yep, right in the back of the room. Yeah.
By the door.
By the doors. Good. Now remember, today what we're going to do is we're going to use My Little Story Maker just like we used when we did family vocabulary. Remember, I had to take the iPads home and you took pictures of all your family members and you wrote what mom meant and what dad meant and brothers and sisters. Some of you even got aunts and uncles and your pets involved in that. Today we're going to do the same thing, but you're going to do it all in class. Okay? So you're going to do it all in here. And what you're going to do is you're going to work together, but you all have your own iPads. Why would you all have your own iPads? Why would I want you to all have your own?
So we can write our own story.
Yeah, I want you to write your own story, but I want you to be able to work together on it. So in case you have any questions, you can help answer each other's questions. It's good to work with a team. Okay? Before you start, though, remember with My Little Story Maker, you have to take your pictures first, and then you can sit down and write your story. So before we go anywhere, I want you to take, a couple minutes, we'll see how long it goes, and I want you to work together and write a list of all the words in the classroom that you're going to talk about. Remember to talk about the projector up there, the lights, light switches, door, everything that you remember in the classroom, okay? You can go ahead and work. Work together, I should hear voices.
Okay. Desk.
I really like having them work together because it makes it so that they're working on not just vocabulary, not just vocabulary, I can scrub too, not just vocabulary on their own, but also the speech between them. That's good for also younger grades, so the kindergarten, first grade level, getting them to socially interact with each other. So that's why I'm having them do that. And then, like I said, they're taking the pictures first, so they're going to go around together to do all that. So we want to work team build here. So you can go. Okay. Do you have any questions so far?
Backpack.
You're coming up with lots of good classroom vocabulary. I can hear it going on.
Notebook.
Yeah, notebook. The pencils.
iPad. Markers. Oh yeah, lights. We did see lights. Floor lights.
Okay, you just have a couple more seconds to wrap up your list, and then you can go around and take pictures. Remember, you're working together, so take the pictures together, but you each need to take your own pictures.
Trash can. Ooh, that's good. It's a big one. The trash can big. TR. Coffee cup.
Remember, we talked about the word peers, so don't forget about peers and what that means. Friends, Kristen, that's a good one. You can have one of the same thing. Yeah.
Chair. I'm ready to take my pictures.
If you're ready to take your pictures, and if your group is ready, you may all go take your pictures. Remember, you're working together, so take pictures of everything around the room together.
Okay, group.
This is where I would walk around, and with 3 of them, there's only going to be one group. But if you might have more than one group, I would have a note open on my own iPad, and I would walk around and see who was participating, who was doing the work. If the whole group was doing work, this would be an informal type of assessment so that students, you could know. The formal assessment will be their each individual books that you'll assess later when they turn in their iPads. Assuming you have your own iPad cart, which is what I'm assuming. They'll have their own iPads, they're taking their pictures together. And then I would just informally assess them now, formally assess them later. The informal assessment now is more of group work and how they're interacting with each other, how they're using their words to interact. And then later the formal assessment will be the classroom vocabulary. Okay, so you
So like,
just fell around, yeah.
Do you have a question, Alex?
no, we have to work together.
Make sure you're working together. It's really important to work together.
What else did I say?
Friends.
I said coffee cup. Computers.
You're all working really hard today. I like that.
This is the teacher's desk.
Alex, that was good. We talked about that one first, didn't we?
Some
Yes, we
equipment.
did. I like that one.
Projector screen, it just looks like a light thing. Open sharpeners back there. Just Zoom because I'm lazy.
I think we got them all.
Lights. Yep.
Got them all? Okay,
Yeah.
find your seats again, please.
Where's the phone?
Okay, you all need to open up My Little Story Maker on your iPads, please. Remember, that was in the literacy section. Remember, literacy starts with an L.
Got it.
Okay. Now remember, I'll show you. Here's the beginning of mine. And it says classroom vocabulary. And I just took a picture of the whole classroom so that I could get that. It's actually my classroom that I was teaching in. Yeah. And then remember how it can read to me, read to myself, or autoplay? You want to make sure you're recording that read to me. So record each of your pages. So let's go back and look at how we did this. You're going to add a new story. Then when you click that, you can add your title. What's our title going to be? What do you think we should title this?
Classroom vocabulary.
Classroom vocabulary, yep. What does vocabulary start with? V, yeah. Sometimes it takes a long time. It's okay. We're glad you got there. So, click to add your title, and then do the same thing for your picture. Click to add your picture, and then remember to click over on the side to just enter in your picture. And then this is where you get to choose. You can either do this type of page, right here, where you have a big picture with text at the bottom, or you can do this type of page with a littler picture and then text more not towards the bottom. Okay, but that's your choice. You can only choose one, remember. The book only lets you choose either this one or this one. You can't have different for every page. So make up your mind quickly at the beginning and then keep going with it. And then as you go, click again, add your picture. When you click on to add your text, remember how we clicked it here. Maybe. Type in your text with a backspace. They leave that word text in there so you remember where to type. But backspace that, put in the words you want, and then right up here, record audio. Okay? That's where you want to record the audio. Last time we did this, I said you had to highlight the words. When you record it, had to highlight the words. This time I'll let you choose. If you want your book to highlight your words, that's fine. But if you don't, that's fine too. Okay? Any questions about that? Okay, so you get to choose that. Okay, so I'm going to give you the rest of the time today to work on your own books. If you have any questions, ask me, okay? All right, get to work.
What I like about this app a lot is that it doesn't almost fall off the chair. This time I didn't though. What I like is that it allows them to record the audio because then they can hear themselves creating their own book and then it'll be saved on their iPads so they can go back and listen to it and read it later. I also like this because once in a while you can let the kids take home the iPads, check them out as long as the school districts allow it, and then they can show their parents the books and they can record, they can show how they have it read to the parents in their voice. So that's why I like having that done. I'll just turn that. And then for the remainder of the guided reading group, however long that might be, they would work on this, but that's the lesson.